Alright, so this is the story of a buck that I call Squiggly. This is probably the most wild emotions, biggest roller coaster I've ever been on whitetail hunting. The highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows to back to the highest of the highs. It was an unbelievable couple-day stretch around Thanksgiving, and a memory that I will cherish forever. So with that, really hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's jump right into it.
Alright, well, it's the afternoon of the 26th now. I'm in the public zone still. Essentially just about 400 yards down the hill from where I was this morning. Just hunting the buck that I call Squiggly again. Ended up just seeing one 8-pointer this morning. And he really caught me off guard. I was actually monkeying around with my camera. Look up and he was already at 20 yards. Could have shot him easily at 5 feet, but I've wanted to get a stand in here. I did a hanging hunt in here a couple weeks ago. It's a spot we call Buzzer Beater. That's where Garrett killed last year. It's a sweet little funnel spot. Wanted to get a stand here for the rest of the season, so hung this, and not really sure what I'm gonna do the rest of the week. It's supposed to rain the next couple of days. Slight warm up through the weekend, like 50s, but then by early next week it's supposed to drop off again. So really would like to shoot a buck before I head to Nebraska, North Dakota, which I'm doing on the 8th. So got a week and a half here and hopefully can make something happen. Public zone after bucking on Squiggly. Boned one of my target bucks I call Squiggly. Back where I sat the last few mornings. Going after Squiggly. Squiggly was in front of the stand yesterday morning before shooting late. Alrighty, well, it's November 23rd today. I'm back in the home state here in Minnesota on my public zone. I'm after 2 different bucks. One, my top buck right now would be Squiggly. He's a 4 or 5-year-old, just a beautiful 10-pointer that I've got a couple years of history with. He's moved into the top target buck slot. And a Squiggly has been 20 yards in front of this tree stand on cell cam a bunch lately. Most recently was yesterday at about 2 o'clock. So it's just, the sun's just getting ready to come up here. It's cold, it's like 15 degrees, hard frost. Already had a doe come by at like 10 yards. So I gotta sit till about 10, get down. I gotta go work for a while. Hopefully be back in the tree stand around 2. So I'm gonna get after it hard this week. I think I got a good chance this week, so fingers crossed that I can make something happen. Alright, well, it's about 2:45. I'm back in the stand now. Got about 2.5 hours till dark. So hopefully Squiggly is gonna make a run through here tonight. I'd really like to send an arrow at him. I would really like to send an arrow through him. So it's a little warmer. It's about 37, 38 degrees. But hopefully it doesn't hurt things too much. All right, oh. Just had a big bucket, like 15 yards. Oh my, it's so hard to be super pumped, but made the shot. And I shot a little high. And my freaking single pin, I had it set at 25. I don't know why. It was... yards. God damn it. I think I shot high. I know I got the shot on video, but I'm gonna get down, go check it out, and get back at it. All right, so it's about 1:30 right now. It's about 5.5 hours after the shot. Got my dad, Garrett's dad, and Seth with me. We're gonna start tracking this buck, going really slowly, and see what we find. So hopefully we got good news.
Yeah. He's kind of opening up here.
So after tracking the buck for about a mile or so that afternoon after shooting the deer, going into the next day, I decided the best course of action was to bring in a tracking dog. So we brought in a tracking dog, Chris Newts and his dog Ivy, they were awesome. The tracking dog was phenomenal. I was very impressed with her. As you'll see in the video, we are not wearing orange during the track. It's a law in Minnesota where if you're tracking with a dog to be wearing orange. But given the fact that we were in city limits where there's no rifle hunting or anything like that, we did not have to wear orange. I talked to a local game warden, so if you're wondering about that, did not have to wear orange. But yeah, so we brought in the dog, and that's the next part of this track job, was going in with the dog. So let's jump right back into the video.
It's a little harder to see what's
The dog got that shit right here.
What's up? It's crazy.
So I mean, the fact that blood was right here, it was kind of coming up, so he must have cut to the left.
Yeah.
Got blood.
Okay, coming. He's got blood.
That's a good question. I don't know though.
Well, yeah, that blood looked like it just poured out of it.
Well, up here.
Oh, it was like right here the blood was. Really watery.
What do you make of that? Not good?
Not good for lethality. We'll walk it a little bit more, and I'm going to have her on a tight leash just in case the deer does double back.
Okay.
I'll have you come with me. Yeah, I'll definitely hunt this area hard the next week too.
Yeah.
In case infection does settle in or anything like that, but deer's plenty alive yet. Yeah, deer.
After catching up with Squiggly, with the dog, and knowing he was still alive, we went a little bit further to see if we could catch up to him, to see how he was really doing. But we couldn't catch up actually to him after bumping him. So we kind of thought, between me and Chris, the dog tracker, we kind of figured that it was going to be non-fatal after he had gone, roughly 1.5 miles over the course of, pretty much 24 to 36 hours. He was still alive, still moving pretty good. So we decided to call off the track. It was Thanksgiving Day. I had family stuff to do, and thought that was going to be the end. you know, really. And I thought that's where the story was going to end until the next morning, which was unbelievable. I was going to go out and do one last little walk to try to just make sure, you know, head the way that buck was heading. And as fate would have it, another hunter in the zone who I've gotten to know and who hunted close to me calls me at 9 a.m. and I get a call from him, and he starts asking me about if I shot that buck. You know, we actually had been talking about him a couple days prior, and I was walked out of the woods with him, and you know, I started to tell him the story, and you know, he actually had found him about a few hundred yards further from where we had bumped him that previous day, and he hadn't been dead long. He was not stiff at all, and we figured he'd only been dead for a couple hours. So it was wild that to get up that next day, you know, which was, you know, 2 days later after shooting that buck, to get that call was pretty unbelievable. So here's how that day went.
All right, well, we just got in the woods here. We're not too far from where the buck is. We got Luke behind the camera and Ryan out here with us who found the buck. I was telling Ryan, this is crazy. I was gonna get up this morning about 9:30. I had some Thanksgiving festivities I had to be this afternoon, but I was gonna get up, just go for another walk, just to, even though yesterday we caught up to the deer with a tracker and had bumped him. We knew he was alive still yesterday, you know, around noon. But I was gonna go for a walk today, just to one last effort to look for him. And about 9 o'clock, Ryan called me, and he had him laying 30 yards from his stand. So I can't believe this is going down the way it is. This is just unreal. But I know the coyotes got to him, which kind of sucks. But we're gonna get up there, get my hands on him, and go get Squiggly. So here we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they got some really good.
Oh, Squiggly.
Holy smokes.
But yeah. Jeez. That's pretty damn good haul.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I'm surprised you must have just went below the spine.
Hello?
Did you find him or what?
We did.
Did you really?
Yeah, another guy in the zone that I know called me. I was gonna head out and look for him again. Calls me at 9. He goes, "Hey, did you shoot that buck the other day or yesterday?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "He's dead 30 yards from my stand."
That's where it died?
Yeah, so it went another, I don't know, 300-ish maybe from where we bumped him yesterday.
You found him 30 yards from your stand, seriously?
From his stand, yeah, which is like 50 yards from one of my stands.
Spending so many hours obsessing over deer hunting and where to put stands and how to make moves and following a buck and, you know, watching them grow over the course of years, and the culmination of that moment, and when you don't execute it perfectly, you know, it just absolutely kills you. And the respect that I have for these animals is absolutely profound, to the point of just, you know, all I wish for is a perfect shot to be executed and for that deer to expire in a matter of seconds. But if you bow hunt long enough, that isn't always going to happen. And you know, I'm very thankful that it ended the way it did, and to get my hands on Squiggly, and to be able to now someday to look at that mount in my office and think back to that memory, you know, I want to have with me forever. So an amazing hunt, an amazing buck.
All right, well, here he is. This is the buck I call Squiggly. I've been following this deer for about 3 years. I actually filmed him 2 years ago from the stand. Never saw him last year. I didn't really hunt him very hard, but I just cannot believe the way this went down. I'm pretty speechless. Shot him 50 hours ago. Tracked him for about a mile the day I shot him. Tracked him for another mile yesterday with the dog. We caught up to him, we jumped him. He was still alive yesterday at noon, and the fact that Ryan came in here, found him 30 yards from his stand, like as I was gonna come in here and start looking for him again, is just remarkable. I feel terrible about the shot and that this deer, you know, likely suffered. That kills me.
But I learned a lot from this deer as part of bow hunting, and I'm just so grateful to have recovered them. So if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys watching and all the support I got after I thought I didn't find them, after I thought I wasn't going to be able to recover them. I had just an outpouring of support from people on social media. It really means a lot to me, everyone reaching out. So thank you, and we're going to have more videos coming to you this fall yet. So thanks for watching. Woo!